Hi folks, this is Matt the Cruz from domainwebstudio.com and Sue Bell from themesroom.com, and this is video 3 in the presentation and the watch over my shoulder as we work type of series where we are doing first time home buyer real estate, and we are working currently in the last keyword tool. And in the last video we're talking how the last keyword tool works and why we use it, and one of the key points were Kraken is extremely focused, and it focuses on what's happening around the topic that you're looking at, whereas the last keyword tool is the opposite. It looks at really far and brings us back keyword terms that are relevant to the parent theme that we put in, but it brings us back a lot more keywords, so we can look at things in a very broad way. And what we're going to do next is we've drawn out our 3 ideas. We've taken home buyers, real estate Arizona, and first-time home buyers. We started almost at the tops. We want to be at the vertical, at the pinnacle of each type of hill. We want to be there, and we're going to look down and see what peaks or conversations we can find in relation to that. So what we'll do is we'll click on home buyers first, and then we'll apply our creamy filter.
I believe it's already applied, but we'll just make sure.
Okay. And what this is going to do now, if you look at the sort in the top right corner, you'll see we were brought back 519 keywords. And what the creamy filter does, it actually goes and sorts the data for you, and it's returned us 31 keyword ideas. So what I want to do now quickly with you, Sue, is if we click on the custom column and add our cash flow column.
It's here.
Oh, it's there already. Well, have you actually tweaked the calculations to suit your this next one, custom column? We just want to go change and make sure we got our right those figures here. The figures aren't right, so we've got to change our conversions. 25% from the search engines. We said our start's got a 0.5 conversion rate. So the first one.
Another 0. That's 0.5, right? Yeah.
That's 0.5% there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying you're going to get 0.5% of the search volume to your website. The 0.25 is from Google, so you guys put 0.25.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
25% of the traffic can come from Google. When it hits the site, we're going to get 0.05 of the guys taking the action. So it's 0.5% of them will actually fill in. And are you going to factor in the conversions of the guy? We'll put 10% there, so it's fine like that.
Okay.
Then we multiply it by 750, which is our
the amount of money that we make off of each sale.
Yes.
Okay. So then we're going to show the column.
So what that does, it tells you what term is worth. So if we look at the first one, we buy homes, you can see that keyword is worth $759 to you a day. Sorry, per month, because we've actually normalized the data. That's what that keyword term is worth to you.
Right.
So if you sort by your cash flow column, by clicking on it.
That's interesting, because we buy homes is a completely different market. That's actually purchasing people's homes when they need to get rid of them quickly. They're in some kind of financial strait.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Well, that's one of the tangent markets
Exactly.
that are relevant to,
exactly.
to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a hilltop. It's quite a ways away, but it's a hilltop.
Right. So if you got too many keywords, right, and you don't know, or there's just too much for you, what we can do is we can adjust our Larry. So usually I just have a look at all these and see if there's any terms that are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see any over there that is coming in?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Property for sale, first time home buyers is there. So we've already seen our peak, which is part of our other keyword term, and that's worth $28,000 dollars a month to us.
Yeah, we've got another one. The plural is worth 15. So
let's increase our Larry. That's your local aggregate relevance index in the creamy filter, and let's take it up to 60%. And this is where we are zooming in. We're actually pulling our vision in to look what's closer around us.
Right.
So now we're left with 13 keywords, and that might even be still too much. I usually take it right up to like the top 5.
Oh, okay.
So if we look at that now, we've got home loans, first-time home buyer, buying a house, first-time home buyer, home inspectors, selling a house, buyer agent, we buy houses. You can still see it's not as accurate as we want it.
No, these are
things like home inspectors.
No, this is actually really, really good, because when you go to buy a home, you need a home inspector. You have to have your home inspected. And so everybody who comes along to buy a house, especially first-time home buyers, they don't have a clue that they need a home inspector, and they will often go with the home inspector that the broker recommends, which is not necessarily the best thing. Plus, I can get an additional affiliate commission by passing the lead to a home inspector. So that's actually a really good silo to have in my website.
Okay, well there you go. You heard it from the master's mouth. Okay, well let's just fine-tune this a bit more and see how relevant it really is, because the whole idea of creamy is you want the cream to flow to the top.
Right.
And then you can start building your ideas from that, because you start understanding the conversations. Right. So if we just tweak the filter a little bit, up to 80.
Home loans is another one of those. Home loans is another one of those topics. I can actually broker those over to the lenders, and I can probably make at least as much money off of brokering to the lenders as I can to the broker, to the mortgage or to the real estate broker. So 80, is that what you said you wanted me to make this?
Yeah. Well, if your home loan guys are anything like the guys in the UK, nothing's going to happen. So,
that's a little too.
Market's dead here. So
you can see no, the market's not dead here. It's actually coming back to life. So we buy homes. That's a little bit too tight.
Yeah, it's too tight. So yeah, so 60 is our balance. We sort of got our balance where maybe even take it down to 55, so we can just get a little bit of extra, so we can cherry pick what we want.
Okay.
So we see what that brings up. Yes, it's added the extra 3 keywords to the list.
Okay.
Okay, so good home loans, real estate agents, vacation homes, interesting. First-time home buyers buying a house, first-time home buyers, inspectors selling a house, buyer agent. Buyer agents, do you know what those are? Those are the guys buying the house for the first-time home buyers. Is that how I'm seeing it?
Yeah, I would think so.
We buy houses, buyer agents again, second homes. Yeah, 6 home warranties.
Home warranties is another one. That's really good. That's if you've got a house of any age whatsoever, you definitely want a home warranty with it. And I'm sure there's places where we can do affiliate commissions on those referrals as well.
Well, then what we've done is we've found literally up to 5 terms that we can add to our project already. Mm-hmm. So what I usually do is I just write those keyword terms. I put home buyers, and I cherry pick my top 5 terms.
Okay.
Or even top. So maybe just write your list there of what you think are relevant.
Well, I would do home loans. I would do first-time home buyer. Buying a house. Okay.
You got the buyers at the end.
Home inspectors.
What about buying a house?
Yeah, buying a house is definitely.
Well, it's got like 6,000 searches a day on it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And home inspectors we did. Selling a house is a completely other market.
Buyer agent.
Buyer agent.
That's something you want to look at.
Yeah, let me actually just go take a look at that. Buyer agents, hire buying agents, show home without signed broker's agent, advantages of working with. Yeah, that's relevant. How many terms do I get to pick?
I'll just take the top 5, 6.
Okay.
Well, what we'll do next, just to eliminate them, this is cherry pick the ones we're interested in. And then what we do is we look at what it actually means to us with our bottom line, i.e. how much money in our cash flow column is each term worth. Because obviously this is a business and you want to make money out of it. So
Right.
look at home loans, that's like worth $500,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know how much my commission's actually going to be on that, so that cash flow might actually vary.
Yeah. It's also a huge market.
Yeah.
On that, I think you'll have a lot of people throwing money at you
Yeah.
to take on that term, because it's quite big. You'll have to have a lot of work there. First-time home buyers is relevant. That's worth 28,000, and other one's 15.
Right.
So there's definitely something you want to look at.
Right.
Because just on those 2 terms a month, first-time home buyers on its own meets your financial goals and it meets your traffic goals. Because we said we needed 8,000 heads to achieve our goal of 3,000.
Right.
That's way exceeds it, because you've got 9,000
Yeah, although
hits a day.
we talked about the fact that you don't actually get those 9,000 hits a day. We put a multiplier in there of like 25%. So we're only going to, realistically, you're only going to see about 2,000.
But that's only one keyword in your array.
And that's only in one day. So yeah, you got a point there. Okay.
Well, we're building up our traffic volume over here, but in a silo you've got one keyword and you've got 5 articles which have traffic as well. So
Right.
when you look at the total of the silo, the whole silo must work together to get you to your financial goal.
Right.
This is why we sort of look at the things this way around.
Right.
And
Now,
make everything make cash flow sense.
right. Now I really need to qualify this with Arizona because I'm not actually looking on a national level.
Right.
So, but these terms definitely are the cream of the crop from the non-locale perspective.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to have to do now, see, is this video is going to come to an end.
Yep.
So what we'll do is we'll just run through this in this video. We'll just quickly do our list, and when we come back, we can take the guys through to the next steps. So yeah, the general idea is this, guys, is use your cash flow column to show you what the keyword is business and your bottom line on a monthly basis. Use the creamy filter to take the thinking out of this whole process of trying to understand what keywords are relevant to the idea you have. And what we've demonstrated in this video here was literally in, it wasn't, what is it, Sue, 1 minute?
Yeah.
Just by tweaking our Larry, we had the top 13 keywords out of 519 keywords that are relevant to exactly what we're doing.
Yep.
Plus it's given us a few extras as well, which we can consider as well.
Yep. Excellent.
So this is Matt the Cruz and Sue Bell from themesroom.com, and we'll see you guys in the next video.